EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Minshew sets to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about in the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward. An absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
2nd and 11 now. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
The tackle made by Mike Hilton.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Out of the gun is Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
They run for the first time with Benny Snell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
A gain
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, it's Snell. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 10-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Minshew to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
That's good.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 26, check 26.
Now Minshew. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The ball carrier calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
A gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Pittsburgh.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready up. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Right there. 54. Right there.
Here's Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Minshew with a throw complete to Shenault. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The 46-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, Minshew looking to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
The 3-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jaguars nothing.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 43. Check. Pilot 64. Weak. Get it.
It'll be Minshew again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Returning it, Johnson. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool. 81 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Jaguars 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The open man is Westbrook. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and goal, Minshew. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Bud Dupree with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
For the field goal, a 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked...
And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
And a Steeler 1st down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Snell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 29.
Ball carrier.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Off play action, it's Minshew. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
LaVisca Chenault.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Johnson on the return. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A gain of 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now, that last completion is certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I guarantee you, it's not very good.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
For James Washington, incomplete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Going top shelf for Smith. And this will be caught at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They're going to run again with Snell. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Miles Jack. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Snell yet again. And some space here. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 22. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
1st down, Steelers.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run the counter. Snell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd and a couple, Roethlisberger. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Snell. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so it just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
At the 7-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
D.D. Westbrook on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's...
This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. They'll go play action here with Minshew. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Snell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
He was brought down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, It puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
All right now. Black 5. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
On first down, McFarland powers through again. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, Snell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Snell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And the lead is down to 24.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 48, Jaguars 24. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Johnson now returning. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Snell, the Steeler ball carrier.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Snell. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
2-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt a moment ago, but that's really the first of about 8 steps that need to go right for them to get back in this as they start here 1st and 10. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try to.
And my goodness, another interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he fires one incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Westbrook now on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 37-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play and give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
Joe Hayden on the coverage.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. On 4th down, Minshew. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Steelers 55. Jaguars.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking long for Westbrook. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Minshew throwing complete to Westbrook. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. It'll be Minshew again. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Connection made with Chenault. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Minshew. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Oliver. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now Minshew. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Steelers 55. Jaguars.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
Jacksonville.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Snell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
At the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.